How's it going out there? I've got to try and finish this today. I may get it finished, I may not. I don't know. Find my glasses first so I can see the bloody thing. I don't know why the Gorilla Glue went white. That's quite weird. Anyway. Alright, so I've got that. How you going?
Good. You just caught me outside, so I just finished some yard work. That's what looks outside my house.
Oh yeah, nice. Nice.
No green, but hardly any green yet.
Yeah. It's all right. At least there's no snow.
Hard to get used to using a tablet.
Yes. Bit tricky to hold, isn't it, when you're trying to do a live or something?
Maybe if I get behind it. It's a nice neighborhood.
Oh.
We got a bunch of trees. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
My little flower garden.
What flowers are they?
Mostly weeds right now, but that can't be helped.
Yes. What's that tree there?
And Riley's whining about why I'm not there with him. He stands at the door wanting people to be there.
What a sucker. He's like, don't talk about me like that.
Well, you can hear him, I think.
Yep. Oh, that's not him. Yep.
Yeah. Let me kill the camera and go sit out inside.
Yep. Okay.
You can look at a picture at me at 5 years old or 4 years old. How come so early today? We got a pretty good neighborhood here.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot of grass to cut. People here love grass. I mean, the green stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They love the other too, but it depends. Now it's legal, so
Yes.
we don't have the problems.
No, the problem ones here tend to be the ones that get on the ice here.
Yeah. That is really nice what you've done to that.
Yeah, thanks.
When did you start doing that?
Um,
Today?
uh,
Yesterday?
I did another live yesterday.
Oh, okay. After we all went to bed, looking
Yeah,
at the moon.
yeah.
So
No,
you're
it's
going to start 2 a day now and be popular more.
no, none of that. This wood cracks very easily, and just sitting out here in the environment, it cracks. So,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to get um, those things glued in last night, and then I started filling in the gaps with this
Uh-huh.
like last night. So there's a couple that have like fully dried, and it's quite soft. This glue's to touch, so that when it dries, so I can, if there's any lumps or anything, I can just slice it off with a blade, and you won't know any different. So
Yep.
that's what I kind of like it, because it's soft to touch, because there's a there's one point on each of these that sticks out just that little bit. So if I can coat the rest of it in a glue that's kind of soft to touch, and also these things are actually made out of Gorilla Glue as well,
Oh, okay.
so they should blend nicely.
Well, I found out what it would cost to ship the latest tool that I was showing that just got released a little while ago, but
Yep.
I've been part of it because somebody, I understand, uh, see what city, if I can remember. Uh, they shipped a complete set, and the shipping was like $40 US, and
Okay.
it went into New Zealand.
Yep.
But you're the same. It's the same price to ship to you too,
Yep. Okay.
and that was like 1 week guaranteed delivery or sooner. So that's not bad.
Yep. How you going, Sid? Yeah, that's pretty good. It is for its weight and everything too.
Yep. So I'm gonna try and still see if I can't grab one. Make you a dealer.
A dealer.
Well, as often as you're on, but then again, it's all carbide. You'd have to do a separate program, one with
That's all
robo and one without.
right. You know what? It's all right. He's got carbides. He does use them, just very rarely. That's all.
Well, the neat thing is, if we can get you a set, then you could pass it around between him and he could actually try some at his shop. It's the handle and the shaft and all the different cutters. The only problem is with it, to me, because I'm lazy, is like any carbide system. Well, I'm kind of spoiled. I have some, but what I have. Any carbide system. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, I'm kind of there. I wanted to watch the chat, so I brought my
Oh,
phone up. Uh,
yeah.
if you want to change cutters, you have to unscrew one and put the different cutter in. But
Yep.
there's a whole bunch of cutters that do different things, and including negative rake scrapers.
Yes.
So, you use it a little different, like you would any negative rake.
Yep.
Uh, but it's small and it's made for doing some very fancy hollowing like you like to do. You'd
Yep.
have no problem with it going probably half of what you do the full length of the lathe bed.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting when I get the bigger one. That's for sure. It'll definitely come into play more there. That's what I reckon.
Yep.
Oh, I'm getting messy now.
Yeah, I don't like the camera on this tablet. It's good quality, but problem
Yep.
is if I want to look where you are, I'm looking away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I notice you look to the side every now and then.
Well, that's because the camera is aimed as if you're holding the tablet and
Yep.
it's looking down at you.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay.
give you an example. If I just flip it 180 degrees, now I'm looking at you.
Okay. But you can't see the screen.
It's just, oh, I can see it, but you're right there. You're next to
Oh,
me
okay.
on actually that side. You're over here.
On that side.
Yeah, you're on that side right there, so
Mm.
I can see you better. It's just
Tricky.
the angle that most people, when they are using tablets, they're holding them up, you know, in front of them at an angle.
Yep.
You know, you don't look at it straight on. You're looking,
Yes.
down at it. So you,
Yes.
in essence, are looking over the top. And the
Yep.
camera, in doing so, the camera itself is looking at you straight this way on an angle.
Yep.
That's why I like having a PC or something where you can aim the camera where you want it, but this is fixed and it won't move. But it's a good little $100 tablet. Had it 2 years now.
Yeah, that's all right. You normally start getting slow after a year or so.
Well, it does, and that's when I go in and I have some utilities that I run that clean all the junk out because
Yep.
a lot of programs leave temporary files behind.
Yeah.
So I pay for a program. God, I've had it forever. Probably got going on the 6th year, and it has like 6 license usage, and it just cleans everything out. I just ran it on here on this tablet, and it took out, oh, what was it, 60 megabytes of junk on the first
Oh, yeah.
pass. Because a lot of apps leave behind part of the app that sits
Yep.
there and constantly checks to see if it needs to be updated,
Yep.
and in some cases I found on cell phones it actually leaves the app in the phone compressed in case you erase it and you're not near an internet. You can restore it because it's still stored on the phone, all zipped up. And that
Oh, yeah.
takes up a bunch of room.
Yeah, I bet. Considering they don't have much to begin with.
Right. Well, I think I got half a terabyte on my phone now, but I just like getting the big memory chips and put in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back pre-COVID, I used to travel a lot, and I like traveling by train. So I could sit back in a seat and watch a movie. I can work in my shop. I was out there today watching some vintage 1930s Sherlock Holmes.
Working or watching?
I was working, but I could look up once in a while. It's above my lathe, but I
Oh,
was
yeah.
busy doing some spindle turning. And I was turning spindles for chair rungs. They had a
Don't tell
big
Robbo.
gaming thing here about 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, and a bunch of it was the school friends, and
Yep.
we had 4 Xboxes going full storm with people playing both online, and these are buddies that they've known and they're safe, and they're playing here. And like when the pizzas come, they were inhaled, and it was like a dozen pizzas.
Yeah, I've been to LAN parties where that used to happen. Yes, except we had the old monitors back then, so you need a little bit
Yes.
more room. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was 2 in 1 bedroom and three two in another bedroom, or three. And the big family room had a couple
Yep.
of big monitor TV sets used as monitors, because you don't need the high resolution for
Yeah.
a shoot 'em up game.
Yep.
Had a video projector set up of mine, and it was projecting on another bedroom wall with a screen fastened to the wall.
Yep, that'd be my
And the
room.
only you holler food, and they all appear, and
Yep.
they pick up whole boxes of pizzas and a 6-pack or a 2 liter of pop a piece, and then they disappear back to the rooms. And then about an hour and a half later, they start appearing, standing in line in front of the 2 restrooms, and
Good
then
thing they
get
don't
another
drink coffee
bottle of
yet.
pop a piece.
Good thing they don't drink coffee yet, eh?
Oh, they'd be up all night. As it was, they
Yeah.
were up to 4. And they all crashed in sleeping bags.
Let's be loud. Come on.
That's typical here. I mean,
Get some crack can lids and slam them together.
that type of party, they're quiet. They're really good natured.
Yep.
Usually, when they come, and it's become kind of a habit, they come in the front door. They always say hi to me and to the other adults around here, and they end up, and it's one of my baseball type hats from I wear. And
Yep.
they drop dollar bills or tens or something like that, or a credit card with a note no more than $25 on it.
Yep. So they're paid.
They don't have to pay to come, but some of them feel they've got jobs or parents that give them the money to chip in.
Yep.
And then the next morning, they kind of drag out of bed slowly, and that's why I'm glad we got a hot water heater that has infinite hot water, because they
Cool.
get out of the
voice-
shower.
Your voice is starting to glitch right out there, Dr. Bob.
So what, buddy?
Oh,
Unless you're meaning to talk like a robot, then everything's fine.
nope. Don't know what's happening.
Oh, it might just be a fart, internet fart, you know.
Yeah. But LAN parties are a lot of fun.
Yeah. They've been much more fun now that. Sorry, I keep going back to the monitor. I just remember vividly having to lug my. I had one of my uncles was a top head honcho at NEC in Adelaide when they were big, and he got some really big 20-inch widescreen monitors.
Yeah.
So it was CTR though, so it was huge on the back. But I had
Right.
one of those, and my cousins got one each. So that's what I was lugging around to each of my LAN parties and stuff like that. So every time you refer to that, it's like I just remember.
Yes.
Almost took 2 people to lift the bloody thing.
Yep. And now they're flat panel. In fact, I saw one that was at the Consumer Electronics Show. They had it online this year again.
Yep.
You could roll it up and put it in a tube. An LED display that was, I think, 8 foot, 6
Bloody
foot by
hell.
8 foot. You just pin it to a wall and unroll it.
Nice. Nice and expensive, I might add, I suppose. But
Oh yeah, well, they were saying that it was priced by quote, but it was translucent,
yeah. How you going, Chris?
so you could fasten it to a glass to a wall, a glass wall.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris, you can blame the country bumpkins that are coming here. All right, no, I don't really care, Sid. And Sid and his wife are coming here today around about the same time that I do my live. So I'm getting it out. Yeah, the dog sounded really excited.
Yeah, it's a neighbor. And if he's out playing in the yard, they always bring him a treat.
Yep. Uh huh.
He can run like mad, but he stops within a foot of the property line. We got him trained for that.
No fences at all, eh?
No, but that's the first thing that I did. And we have it's a collar you can put on them.
Yep.
And you put a wire around the property. You just, you bury it. It's just a thin wire, and you put it
Yep.
around where you don't want them to go. And it's people say, oh, it's serious and it's dangerous, and it gives them a shock if they go over that line. But it doesn't hurt them. And some people get all upset over it, but it's
Just
used
a
in
warning
training
shot,
and
isn't
stuff like that. And it like 3 weeks of it, and we don't have a problem. He can sitting on the porch, and he'll go right to the property line and stop. And he knows he can't go beyond that. So we pulled up the line and gave the thing back to a friend of mine, and we've never had a problem in 4 years, 5 years. He knows where he can go.
Yep, easily solved.
Yeah, and it's totally acceptable. You buy it at the dog store, pet stores.
Oh, we used
Now
to.
they rent them.
My cousin used to have a can't remember what he was, a Roddy, but he was a monster Roddy. Like when he jumped up onto your, you get the short, stubbier ones. This one was a taller, not so. He was more slender, if anything, and he was a bit of a rat bag. My cousin got him a shock collar.
No, it was just a beeping.
A what?
A beeping. It just made loud beeps.
Oh, he had a beeping one to start off with. That one didn't work so well. Then he got a shock one. He didn't need it on him for very long, but it was only a couple of times. Then he got the hint after a while. But he was one of those dogs that if he come running towards you barking, you didn't want to be just standing there because he just didn't stop. He'd just run straight into you and bowl you over.
Oh yeah, Riley used to do that. Now I get him, at least I'll grab his front paws, and when he stands up on his hind feet, he can look me in the eye. That's how big he is. And he was supposed to be a miniature bulldog.
Maybe he is compared to his father.
Pit bull. I think they kind of got it wrong because he's a rescue animal.
Yeah. Gonna make him sound better than what he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bed hog too.
Well, they're all bed hogs if you let them. If you let them, though.
See, that's the problem. I mean, I'll go to bed and he has a side of the bed that he got a couple of big beach towels laid down on it. And that's what he knows, that he can lay on that.
Yep.
And I'll wake up with a head laying on my stomach staring at me or something.
What a sookie.
Well, I've had a lot of pets. The biggest, I don't know, dogs have been pets for me.
Yeah, us too. have been our semi children to a degree.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that we get annoyed with them, 16 and 17, and they still can't get their own breakfast, and still
Well,
squabble
he
with each
used to.
other.
He knows where it's a 40-pound bag of food we buy. He knows
Yeah.
where it is. And he's several times been able to, if the kids don't feed him, he'll get up on top of the bag, stand up and eat out of the top of it. So now we don't open the whole bag, and the kids are old enough they can pick it up and pour it into his bowl.
Yeah. No, as our dogs, we used to buy the butchers here would mince up all the old bones and meat and stuff they couldn't sell, and then they'd sell it as pet food mince. And
Oh,
we'd
okay.
buy that for, well, it started off as 80 cents a kilo, and then by the time our dogs were nearly past, it was $2 a kilo. So, but anyway, we'd buy that and mix it up with rice or pasta or something like that. Cook it up every night, fresh for them. Sometimes their food would smell better than mine.
Well,
come in the door from work one day, and like, what are you cooking, love? She goes, dog food. It's like, oh, really?
yeah. Well, if I do I'll sometimes some of this stuff I cook, like a beef stew, in a hurry, I'll braise the meat, but I'll put it in a pressure cooker in order to
Yep.
get the potatoes and fresh vegetables and all cooked. And there'd be too much liquid left over, and take some of it and make thin it or thicken it so make a little bit of a gravy.
Yep.
But what's left over goes in his dish with his dog food, just to add flavor to it. And that's when he
Yes.
licks the plate clean. And sometimes he has been known to take the whole food dish and push it halfway across the house and leave it in the kitchen, like, I want more.
He knows where it comes from.
Oh, yeah. He stands and stares when we're cooking.
Well, we got one of our cats. For some reason, she's just got into the habit. She has to be in the kitchen when Amber's cooking. That's the only time she wants to be in the kitchen.
I thought it when she was a baby. She just outgrew it. I give her little bits of food when I'm cooking.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you
Oh,
hear
yeah,
that?
that'll do it.
Bloody rat bags. I don't know.
Well, in Alaska, I had a husky that was given to me.
Yeah.
And it was, they said, well, it is just being trained, and if you want to, and I had a couple of foster kids I had up there that I brought with me.
Yeah.
And the neighbors were mushers, and they get together and they learned how to set up a dog string, line and everything to go out in the winter. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
also in the summer take the same sled and they put what looks like training wheels, for a bicycle.
Yep.
Except they'd put four of them on, two in the front and two in the back. And they would harness the dogs and they would have them run through the woods on the same trails that they normally go on that's covered in snow.
Yeah.
But then they would take a couple of cinder blocks and put in the sled because they've got to learn to pull weight, and that's part of weight training for them.
Yep.
Start off with one cinder block and then a couple and so on, just to get them used to pulling. And you'd use the regular team, but you'd just put a couple of the dogs, the new ones, in for training with the others. And that was fun to see the kids all out there, mushing with their sled and the dogs and off through the woods during the summer.
Yep.
That can be very
But-
addicting,
Yes.
especially if you like pet. But you can't make a pet out of them.
Yeah.
You do that, and then they're no good. Your best bet's to go sell them or give them away because at that time they're not a working animal, and they
Okay.
think they can get away with not following a command. And the commands are
Oh,
simple.
yes.
They're G and ha, for
Yep.
left and right.
Yep.
And the only one that really does it all is the one in the front. The every dog. There's a single dog, and after that, well, sometimes they'll have, but they on the lead, and then they're all doubles from their back, two abreast.
Yep.
And you got the lead, and then you got the wheel dog, which is the one that's closest to the sled.
Yep.
And that's a single hitch. And that's the hardest to train because as you're going around a corner and the sled is your lead that you have that they're all fastened to, there's not enough room in the very back next to the sled to put two dogs because the sled could run over them as you turn corners.
Okay.
So they call that the wheel dog. And they can actually jump over the lead as they're going around a corner.
Yep.
They can be on the right side of the lead. The lead is the main line that goes out to the leader. And then they're all off of it on tees like. So the wheel dog, it's fun, and they're the good old dog that's been around for quite a while and knows it all.
Yep.
But it's interesting. The dogs can communicate between themselves. There is a communication.
Yeah, they'd have to have something, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and well, even when they're in their kennels and there's, say, a wolf in the area, because that's meat for them.
Yep.
And they can sense it, and you'll hear them with a particular whine and yelping that's warning each other of threat. They can't get in because it's in, but they can still smell the wolf.
Yep. Yep. They're wild coming out in them.
Yep. And it's they can communicate, and you can tell how they feel by the pitch.
Yep.
But I've never done anything like that. I mean, this was nice. It was the second year I was up there. Then the kids were doing it, so I got I can't say conned into it, but I got asked. The neighbor said, "Why don't you come out and take one of my leads, or you can take your lead that kids are using, and
Yep.
let's just take a run up to campus and back because there was a trail from behind where our houses were
Okay.
that went all the way up to the campus, University of Alaska campus, Fairbanks, where I had my offices."
Okay. Bit of a race.
Well, no, just he led the way, and we come along, in the summer on wheels because it was a pretty good, cut because they cut the grass in the summer along the trail because they know that it's being used for that. But in the winter, that was the quickest way because if we wanted to drive to work, we'd have to several times we were just snowed in. And they hadn't got the plows out to dig us out yet. And we were off of a fairly main highway. In those days, 2-lane road, but it was well used. And the big city I lived in had 3 buildings.
3 buildings.
Yep, that was our little community. One was a restaurant bar combined
Yeah.
that just served, the people that lived. It was Fox,
Yeah.
Alaska. And there was probably 35, 40 people in the area. But that's where our post office was too. The
Oh
the
yeah.
restaurant, the guy that ran it, he'd get the mail in and he'd put it in our boxes so we could just go pick it up. Or if it was a package, he'd get it from behind.
Yeah.
Uh, and on the other end, when mail was in the middle, the other end was the gas station because that was the only gas we had.
Oh, okay.
And he'd change a tire, and his son run a tow truck service and a
Yeah.
snow plow service in the winter. But we could in the winter we'd take the team and we'd go and all you have to do with a team is you pull up and you pull into the yard and you take your sled and tip it over on its side and walk away. They
Oh,
realize that when the sled's over, that's when they curl up in the snow and just wait
yeah.
on us to finish eating and drinking. And
Yep.
if you were just tell them to go home, except they went to my neighbor's home because that's where they were trained. But that was, it didn't matter. It was probably 50-yard walk between the houses.
Yep.
But you could just get in the sled, and they don't usually pull people. Well, they do, but it's used to the weight. You could just get in and tell them to go home, and off you'd go.
Good autopilot.
They knew where they lived, but you still, whether you were inebriated or whatever, they had to go into the yard. Yard meaning the fenced-in area. They had to
Yep.
go into the yard, taken out of harness, and they ran wild, but they knew where they were dog houses
Yeah.
like you see dog houses today, but they had a flap on the front that we kept the wind out and they'd go in there and that's where they'd
Yeah.
sleep. And in the summer, they usually would stand on top of them and sometimes
Yeah.
sleep on them.
I reckon I've seen that in shows before, actually.
Yeah, it's to me, it's the wildest place I've lived. And prior to that, I was a POW, and then what a big difference.
Uh huh.
Working
from
on
one
a rice field every day,
Yep.
eating garbage.
Yeah, that wouldn't be pleasant.
It was the leftovers from what they didn't want to eat, and it was maybe a chicken wing for meat or a little
Yeah.
buffalo. Tough buffalo because the only buffaloes they were water buffaloes, but they used them for work. And when
Oh,
they
yeah.
couldn't work any longer, they become food. And when they become food, they become very chewy.
Is this hamburger big enough for you?
Yes. And some.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Is this big enough for you? Yeah, let me.
That's 5 pounds worth of hamburger.
Yo, do you guys think that this is enough for them? For him?
This is what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
He says it's
Beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. All right, let's do it, man.
No, just one's good enough for me. A decent one.
Big one.
And don't forget medium rare.
Yeah, I'll make you a giant burger, all right?
I'm sure if he cuts it in half, you and Bailey can have half each. Tell him to put an egg in there. Put an egg in the middle of it, right in the middle of it.
Each hamburger is going to be a pound of meat.
That's 5 pounds worth of burger.
No, it's 3. But
3
That's a
pound
lot.
bag.
no, 3-pound giant sausage.
Right. That's it's sausage shaped, but it's still a bag.
2 pounds.
No,
it's 1 pound. I'm sorry.
1 pound will make 3 burgers. around this house, so it's not a 1 pound.
Is this not a single pound of a burger?
That's way too big.
Is it?
Yes.
This is too big?
Yes, that's big.
You not me to cut it in half?
About a third out of that.
Alright, I'll just pull it.
Remember, it's got to fit in a bun, and you
Bloody
got the
kids, I
small bun.
I'll tell you what. I'll give
The
you a tip,
barbecue.
all right? I'll give you a tip for those buns. Hollow out the
Okay.
insides.
I put gourmet,
Hollow out the insides a bit.
Gourmet hamburger seasoning with garlic powder and paprika.
Yes, I've done that.
You get more meat in there. And if you cook it so it's loose, like loose mince, don't make it all together like a
A
patty.
loose burger, yeah.
Yeah.
You do that. And I got a grill on the stove that I like. One side's flat for pancakes and bacon. The other set up with a real grill that lifts the meat off of the flat surface so the fat can drain away.
Wait, I forgot to ask, how many do you want? 1 or 2?
At that size, one.
I'll give you one. I cut it in I got like 1/4 out of that. I took like 1/4 of it. So do you still want 2 patties or do you want 1?
I just want a decent sized burger.
Kind of
If you do two, do two is fine. But
It's this.
don't forget your
this
dad's
big.
got to eat and Gage has to eat.
It's this big and this thick.
Yeah, and that's 10% fat?
And now 27% fat and then
Okay,
70
remember 27% of the meat's going to go away and it's going to be liquid.
That should be big. That should be small enough for the burger.
Yeah, that's the problem when they add fat.
Tell them you want double cheese.
Have we got any sliced cheese?
Yes, probably. This is my hamburger patty then.
No. Don't
Yes.
forget you got your dad and Gage to cook for.
Might eat this wrong.
Yeah, that's an odd thing. Yes, you can eat raw meat. It's because it's FDA approved.
But who the hell eats raw meat?
You want worms?
Well, it's been certified that it doesn't have stuff like that. As long as if it's not home ground.
It's home ground, my friend. I ground it up with my hands.
What happens to it if it's home ground?
Well, you don't know what could be in it. If it's approved by the government here and certified, because the butchers, the commercial companies, and that supply meat to the stores, they have to be certified and inspected, and there's very strict labeling that goes on the product.
Yeah. I get. Like most of our meat comes from a grocery store.
Yeah, ours does too. But our grocery, if the butcher, they're buying the meat and grinding it, and that it's still certified. I mean, the animals were certified that they didn't have any diseases.
So a hand came onto the screen then, onto
Yes.
your screen. So I thought I'd better do it back. Bloody kids, I don't know.
Yes, I'm still young. At least I feel it at times,
Yep.
and I have to act it once in a while. I feel it when I take the pills.
Yes.
When you take the pills, you feel like a drug addict.
I forget, how many do I take a day?
Let's see.
I pay him to put all my meds in daily
Let's
dosage.
see. You take about. Let's see. So you got metformin 3 days.
Uh,
Plus lifting aside and lift the floor aside.
Probably about 10 pills a
No
day.
more. You have.
Can you ask him a favor for me, please?
And then you have like 5 and.
Ask him what?
Can you ask him a favor for me, please?
Yeah.
Can you Can he shake you?
12.
Can he shake you? See if you sound like a pill bottle.
Get that thing.
Well, he puts them in these little containers that break out by meal.
Yep.
And I really appreciate it, and because some of the pills are extremely small.
Yeah. Very fiddly.
Our chemist do blister packs.
Our chemist does a it's called a blister pack here.
Yes, I know what they are, but the BA doesn't do that.
Yo,
They
let's,
just send everything out for
Let's name this real quick.
2 months supply, 3 months
Lisinopril.
supply. Lisinopril is the smallest one, yes.
I'm trying to look for it.
I'll be back in one sec. I just got to go grab something else.
Okay.
Temulicin? No. Hydroxine? No.
Leave them alone.
Well, it's like Ooh. Hydrochlorothiazide.
The bird's scared of the aeroplane. As soon as he goes, he's like flying into the garden.
All right. So I got my collection of giant
Sorry, my
stuff.
friend, but I am sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I am shirtless.
That's got really tiny ones down there.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger there, and then all of these ones around here are all the same. They're just silver-backed Diamante.
They're just gonna have like no pink, but it's gonna be a bit pink.
Just check the meat with the meat thermometer, and it'll tell you if it's done.
Oh, like one side has brown.
When in doubt, stick the
Actually, I burned
thermometer.
one side.
When in doubt, stick your tongue in there. No, don't tell him that.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach him how to cook.
I
Sear one side, turn the heat down, and turn them over.
I did.
Cook the rest.
6 minutes one side, 4 minutes the other.
People are hungry.
Well,
And then do they put it onto the side to let it rest?
Oh, yeah, but that's when they dress it with all the toppings.
Oh, when they put a skirt on it and stuff. Yeah.
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 Well, I got him where he likes to cook.
That's good.
Yeah. And he's really good at steaks, but he thinks everybody likes them seasoned the way he does. Hot, spicy.
And spicy. And dry.
Dry.
Yeah, he overcooks them so there's no juice.
Oh yeah. On a high heat or a low heat? High heat by the sounds of it.
Like a really good taste to it.
Well, high heat, I'm trying to teach him. High heat to sear it,
Yeah.
close all the pores.
Yep.
Then you turn it way down and turn it over. That way you're cooking the inside.
I'm gonna give him some kangaroo to cook. That'll test him out.
Oh.
If you overcook that, it's rubbery as hell.
Because I flipped it like a minute ago.
Yep. I've had kangaroo. And that was in 2000.
It's
At
nice.
one of the dinners that I went to, the video crew, we had a catering service there for the
Yep.
Olympics, do the video. We had our own food that was catered, so.
Oh, so it wasn't an Aussie that cooked it then?
No.
They didn't cook it right. Sorry.
It wasn't
It
No,
was a
just-
catering. It was a catering company. On the video crew, there was like 400 people.
Yeah.
That they did all. You have to have the gaffers and the cable people. 'Cause
Yep.
nobody had it, and everything was pooled in the sense where, like the stuff that we brought over.
Yeah.
And our production truck supported 10 cameras. And we covered just 2 indoor events where we had our cameras and the cable all hooked up for it. And those are the days where the camera cable was the size of a garden hose or bigger because of all the little connection cables that were in it, wires that were made the cable up.
Yeah. What I don't mind about this glue, it takes 24 hours to fully cure, but within a couple of minutes of laying it down, it's got a skin over it and it's not dripping everywhere.
Oh, I have never used the Gorilla. I might have to get some.
The clear, I don't know if you can get it in any bigger bottles than that. This is a 51 ml bottle, but that's the only size bottle we can get that in here. So
Oh, yeah, we can get them much bigger than that.
but it comes in a expandable foam as well. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah. What do you want on it?
Mayo
Mayo.
and mustard.
Mustard and mayo.
Yes.
Do you want any cheese?
Yes, if you got sliced cheese.
You got to mix the tomato sauce and mustard together. Mix it together and then eat it like that. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, ketchup. No.
Yeah. They used to make a sauce like that, and it's devastated when they stopped it.
Well, I've seen in the store where they have you can get ketchup and mustard now from Heinz.
Yeah.
That is in the same bottle, but the bottle's divided down the middle. So when you squeeze it, it comes out 2 separate holes at the top. So you can do this and you get ketchup and mustard going around.
Yep.
Boy, I still need to melt your cheese right off. This is the cheese that needs to be melted on the grill. On your burger.
I'll send you a link for a place that I'm subscribed to. Oh, okay.
The only problem with the kids, they haven't learned to put dirty dishes in the dishwasher. But if that's all it is, I'm happy they at least get in the sink. But they don't know how to load a dishwasher. They overload it and then dishes come out dirty because the water can't reach them.
Yeah.
You know, like according to the fingers that stick up, I can put a plate in each one of these rows, but they're so close together, the only water that hits them from the spray arm runs down between them, and they're so close together.
Okay.
And you can't get any pressure.
Yep.
You're supposed to read the instructions, but people don't read anymore. There's a pattern to load it. It's like every other one.
I put a
You know, they say why, and it's common sense. The spray water has to reach them, but what if you have different plates and different this and different that? Well, you still, long as you leave the room, you're fine. But kids don't learn.
I put a link in YouTube chat if you're still in there.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
That is Australian film place, and they put up random videos from Australia, from anywhere from the 20s and 30s right up to now.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
just put
because
one up.
I've been watching movies made in Australia.
Yep. Now these ones are more of a like a little documentary things, just
Uh-huh.
an insight, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, I liked it. I spent 6 weeks, and in the military, I spent 3 weeks. That's all I had for leave, uh, and I liked it both times. But it's like Germany. You guys love your beer.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, when I was there in the military for R&R, rest and relaxation, it's called.
Yep.
And checked in at the, and I even forget the name of the camp, but it was basically catered to, yes, that's it. You need help?
You just put
Don't-
the lid on wrong.
Mate, remember, nothing, whatever you put in that jar has to be clean.
Can I put this way? Or can I-
Yes, you can. That goes in the lid.
Yeah.
No, it sticks in the lid. That's the seal.
Clean. It's clean.
Oh, but I remember we checked in. There's 8 of us that flew in on a C-147 that was in the bachelor officers' quarters. It was nice, and everybody greeted us fine and showed us where to go, and they had a lot of fun teaching us how to understand Aussie.
Yeah.
Basically the slang, and they went overboard, and they intentionally, I think, used more of it, and what was that? And we'd sit and they'd freak us out with just talking, all in slang.
Put it right on for you too, I would assume.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it was fun, and we realized it the next day, and that's when they told us that it was a joke, and because the people were coming in every day, but they did it after 3 in the afternoon because that's when the planes would come in for bringing R&R troops in, and they would have a 2-hour turnaround when they would fuel and that, and the people whose leave was up made their way back out and got on the plane and went back.
Yep.
You have your ultra greasy burger. I don't know what I just made. Alright.
That's his burger he made.
I don't like it because there's too much mayo.
What do you think of that for a burger?
Is that sauce or is that egg dripping down the side?
Where's the
No,
side?
that's cheese.
No, the yellow and
Cheese.
white on the other side.
Oh,
No.
that would be cheese and mayo, because I like real mayonnaise.
And
Yep.
then there's mustard on it.
Where's
Yeah,
the
mustard.
onion
One
and tomato
is
and
cooked.
lettuce and beef
I just,
You do that?
pineapple?
Oh, yes, but we don't have that. I wish we did.
Napkin.
I haven't been shopping in a long time
You're gonna want to move the mic away from your face, by the way.
because of,
But when you eat, you're gonna want to take that mic away from your face
That's all.
because if you
Need
get
it, maybe.
that,
I
you
know.
get stuff on it, you're gonna screw it up. So be right back.
Thank you.
That worked now. I know, right? I think it's old.
Amber's destroying the smoke detector.
It was broke already.
Shitty things. They said it's meant to have a 10-year life cycle on the battery, and it's got, I think it's been in for about a whole 4 years, maybe if we're lucky.
Replaceable battery
No,
or fixed?
no, it's the people that own the house. We just ring them and they'll come out and replace it.
Oh, okay. The landlord.
Oh yeah, the government really. The government owns it.
Yeah, but they're the landlord.
Yeah.
They should be out in a couple of days because it's like it's high priority for them.
Yeah, they don't leave it for too long because of it's kind of needed.
Well, not to embarrass anybody, I'm going to kill my camera while I eat this. It's hot, but I'll be here to
Go
talk.
for it. Eat away. I'll put you on full screen. Here you go.
Baby, hello. She loves the ello and daisy.
Hey, Brendan,
She doesn't eat them. She just like waffles them.
very, very good.
How's the burger?
Yes, it's juicy.
Does it taste like a burger?
I can't taste it. Sorry.
Burger seasoning for 5 pounds of burger.
I can't taste it.
Can you taste the gourmet?
Take it back in the cook.
Gourmet burger seasoning.
No, it is cooked perfectly. He seared the one side, which gives it crunch, and then after he flipped it, then they cooked the rest of the way and melted cheese on it.
I had to
Mustard
put
and
some
mayo.
grill on it. I had to put the cheese on the grill, and then I cleaned the grill afterwards.
You're making yours?
I'm gonna make father's, and then I'm gonna make mine. Because I'm not hungry right now. I mean, I'll be hungry
Well,
in like.
turn the
maybe
grill
a few
off. You
minutes.
don't want to keep it hot. Close the windows in the kitchen too, would you?
I still have
I noticed the temperature going down outside.
I have a psychic I have my burner on.
Kids, they got to learn somehow. No, I've been watching, and it was an accident initially. ABC. We have an American Broadcasting Company, ABC, and you have the same call letter as ABC. And the programs, a lot of them, like 60 Minutes, it's been going here. It actually started in World War II on the radio. And you have the equivalent. And a lot of programs have the same name back and forth. And it's more and more people are watching both now.
Yeah.
And commenting, on each other's, well, Australia did this and that, and why don't you cover something like that too? And the big thing is where COVID started, and the research that your ABC has done on their ABC special on the origins of COVID in China.
Yep.
Has gone viral here.
Yeah. I don't believe it came. It came from a wrongly cooked bat.
No,
You're looking at my door.
no, I know better.
That's what I said to someone a couple of months ago. It's like, well, out of all the millions and millions of bats those guys have eaten, like one person undercooked it. Come on. And there's actually a lab that was making it only a K or two down the road from that market.
Yep.
And some of the people that was in that laboratory went to those markets. So
I mean, the burger smells really good, even though it's raw. It smells good.
And yeah, there's so much to do with that Wuhan lab. The problem is, I don't think anyone will definitively know for another 10 to 15 years when documentation will leak out.
yeah. And it was just a little too convenient that all the government agencies around the world were prepared for it. Like
Oh, nobody was prepared for it.
I don't know. There's some of the labs here were testing it as soon as it hit here.
Oh yeah.
How did they get it? How did they get it in the labs if it was only just in people?
WHO. World Health Organization.
Yeah, yeah. I've watched
Uh,
some. I've watched some of their meetings, and
the
they talk about
November
population.
before, they had samples of it. Now the question is, where did they get it? And it was the Wuhan lab initially, through the World Health Organization, sent samples to member countries.
Yeah, there's actually my Amber was doing a community and health course, and one of the things things that she had to do in there was go and watch some of the WHO on YouTube, and one of the things that she watched was them talking about they need to cull the world's population. They need to find a way to do it.
Yes, I've heard that too.
Do you want coffee, Bob? You want coffee or pop? And would you like your,
I have coffee in there.
would you like some Fritos with your burger?
Bring me my other coffee. Nuke it first for me. Well, the planet, if you look and study history, seems to cull itself now and then as self-preservation. Look at what happened in England, when
Alexa, how long
for the
should
big
you usually make
epidemic
quick
there
coffee?
that killed off a bunch of people, the plague.
Here is what I found. It is recommended
And,
to microwave
that-
coffee for 45 seconds to 1.5
that was-
minutes.
We've researched it today and know exactly how it got there and what it did and how,
If it hasn't reached the
but it
desired
took,
temperature,
100 years to be able to do that and have all the
Is that
evidence.
helpful?
Yes.
But I mean, if you're using the city streets as a sewer for waste, including human waste, and it
Human
goes into
waste.
the gutter that's in the streets, of
Human
which
waste.
dumps into the ocean. I mean, today we know you can't do that because that's how stuff spreads. Because it's in the same water that people are drawing down river to drink. But you can brag off, to young people that you survived the plague.
I did.
You're a survivor.
I'm a young survivor. Oh.
Excuse me. And that's not something, it happens too often. It's been, 150 years since the last plague?
I know I spilled coffee on my leg, and now my leg is in searing hot, fiery pain.
It's like, why does it have to come down to
Thank you.
all these people out there with money that they can't donate to help? They just sit back and have a good old laugh about it, and then you get a bloody cricketer donated $50,000 towards the to getting oxygen and stuff in India.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what's
I saw
wrong
that.
with
I saw that
what's
in
wrong
the
with
news
their-
this morning.
what can't
And-
their royalty help the Indian royalty? It's
Yeah.
too above them.
It's not in their culture.
That's
but
what I
it
mean.
is in humanity.
It's just ridiculous. It's like, why does someone from another country have to donate $50,000 and those other rich people have millions of
Well,
dollars?
we're giving, our country is giving away the vaccine
Yeah,
into India because they can't get enough of it. They want to buy it, but they just can't get it, and we've got it frozen.
because Trump sucked so much of it up when it was first being made.
Giant
No,
4-wheeler, and they're
that's
playing in the street.
they've come up with and found a lot of that stuff out. It's ridiculous.
They're playing in the street. What is going on? There's 2 4-year-olds playing in the street.
Is there an adult watching them?
Nope. There's like there's two 4-year-olds and an 8-year-old on the street. Riding a bike and playing with an ultra slow 4-wheeler.
Better send Bailey out there quick.
I know who their parents are, but they're like
Someone
all the way
else
down
should
at the
be
road.
watching them.
They're like all the way down at the end of the road. And they're all the way over here at the circle.
Yeah.
Better tell him to go out there and stand guard.
We're on a cul-de-sac, so
Yep.
You know, with the right in front of our house is the island for the cul-de-sac. So
Yeah, seen
we
that.
don't get a lot of people speeding down the street.
Yeah,
You
really.
can't do it.
I've lived in a court before, same as that. Not as big down the end there, but I know what you mean. It's only local traffic coming in there.
4-wheeler in the exact middle of the road. The exact middle road.
Unlike the road that I live on now, people use it as a bloody raceway.
Triumph. For the sake of everybody that's
Kind of go. This road that I live on, Amsterdam, it goes in between two freeways.
Yeah.
So they cut through our street, but they got these speed humps put on the road that they're like the size of 2 or 3 cars. These speed humps to slow people down. They just go flying over them.
Today's 27th.
Yeah,
So they
we don't
get
have
to-
any speed bumps on ours here.
yeah. No, they
But
get to
there's
the
a lot of roads, even side streets, if there's schools or that.
Yep.
They put them in to help make people
Yep.
slow down.
No. idiots here. I've seen a couple of. I've been in this house for about 20 years. I've seen a couple of them. They come screaming around the corner so fast because there's a slight bend in the road just out the front of my place, and there's a speed hump right on the bend. So if they think they can be funny and take the speed hump at 100 k's an hour, they end up into the tree on the side of the road. And there's two. The first one hit the tree and kind of just took the bark off of it a bit, you know. And then a couple of years later, the next one took the tree out. So crazy it's around here.
Don't worry, they're around the world that way.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Oh, well.
The one thing that COVID has done, I think that is really ultra positive, is the fact that combined with the internet that we have and the fact that kids through the gaming group, they have in their teens and the software developers that are designing the games to make them addictive have included chatting years ago so they can talk to each other while they play. And then they've also brought in cameras so that they can actually see each other and talk. And with COVID popped up, that technology was used for education. And now it's every kid, I mean, they pick up like, we've had it for a long time. You know, I can call you and video chat with you, and it doesn't cost me a bloody penny.
Yep.
Neither does it cost me any money.
You know, the idea of long distance bills to call around the world, the phone company, at least around here, totally going broke for that reason.
Yeah, the young lads you've got there, they wouldn't know what a high phone bill is ringing internationals, would they?
No, not at all.
All right.
I mean, they get used to if they wanted to call their friends in Canada, which is really close to us.
Yeah.
But you don't call them anymore. You use your phone and you do it, you know, on the internet to them.
Yep.
Phone companies will become a thing of the past very soon.
What do you mean by that?
So like the energy companies here are now starting to provide an internet service.
Talk whenever you can. You know that, right, Bob?
The energy services here now, our gas and electricity suppliers are now starting to offer an internet service, which is quite odd. Never seen that before, but
Well, they've got the big infrastructure that makes it nice because they touch every house,
yeah,
indirectly or directly. And the idea of having a wire to a house
How do you make a microstrip?
is
How do you make
antique anymore because you can get the high speed 5 gig, 5G uh, wirelessly, because that's what people are using on their phones. Now, if you're
yep,
a gamer, like here, I have
a gamer?
for a network here, I supply
Gamer, you.
gigabit service in the house. And if I do a speed test, it's always around, the high end and the gigabit speed.
yep.
And yeah, it costs me $70 a month.
A pretty penny.
And, but they're happy with it. And we don't need TV anymore because all of that's online.
Yeah, that's right. I never really watched TV to begin with anyway, so I'm happy that internet's about and how it is. Right.
Well, TV is on the internet. Like I want to see the ABC, Face the Nation, or if I
Yeah,
want to see,
I
any of
watch.
the ABC stuff. I mean, it's all online
I watch
with
more
the
American
commercials.
shows. Well, me and Abby used to watch more American shows than Australian shows. We used to, but I don't download anymore. I kind of get jail time here now for downloading.
Nah,
No, they said it's law here now. They can fine you. Yeah. So,
yeah, but if it's like what we have, all of our networks are online.
yeah,
You you get the app and you download it and you can watch it because you're watching the commercials. So more people are watching the programs because they're actually seeing the commercial and they know
yeah,
who is watching it.
yeah. When I was normally downloading it, it was like a torrent or something like that.
And like on YouTube, that's where I see, that's where I first found ABC. Face it, and started watching it, and it's all Australian shows, and it's put online by people there in Australia.
Yeah.
10.
Very good burger. Yes,
Shouldn't he? Shouldn't he be eating? Less air, more food. That's what my uncles used to say to me. Less air, more food.
Well, he is Gage here.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But you're best leaving hamburger patty for him that he can cook. And you got your dad to cook for. 21. 10. He's doing hand signs.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll get a piece of paper.
I'm trying to look through the reflection of your glasses, to be honest, man.
I can see this.
He's watching you through my glasses, a reflection.
Don't get away with
They
nothing.
can see me shirtless.
I won't look then. You'll blind me.
He'll blind him.
What'd you say?
I could unplug the headset and then you'd hear everything it says and puts up. But
Hold on.
He's online all the time with a camera. He has his own online programs and gaming that he does. I even for Christmas got him, or yeah, a big green screen.
Oh yeah.
You know, that he could do green behind him, and got him the cameras that he needs, and so
What
he
kind
could
of-
actually, and the microphone and the windshield,
Yeah.
you know, the spit shield.
Does he do game reviews or something?
I don't know.
I tried cooking you the list.
Here, I'll unplug the headset, and he can talk to you.
Yeah.
He can hear you.
No. No.
No. Stream or something. I don't know.
So what do you do online?
Food.
What he asked you, what are you doing live besides school?
Rhythm games.
Rhythm games.
Yes, I stream rhythm games. I'm not gonna give myself a shout out because that'd be fucking hilarious.
Why?
Again, it's a national meeting. If I'm gonna give myself a shout out.
Go on.
First time you've been on overseas, eh? But you have to realize you're talking to tomorrow. Get your head around that.
Yes.
you
are
want-
talking to someone who is in tomorrow.
Do you need the lotto numbers?
Shit, I forgot. We got people all the way in Australia.
Yes.
I forgot over there. It's like 1 o'clock or something.
What
It's
time
10
is it?
10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh shit! I was 9 minutes. I was 9 hours off.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a bit less. All right.
Yeah, when it's dark over there, it's daytime for me.
Yep, we're what, 11,
Shit, I got
10 and a half hours different now.
Yeah.
It's 8:20 here, or 8:28 in the evening.
So come on then, give us a plug.
It's still daylight here.
Yeah, it is. It's 8:28. The super blood moon sucked. It was only.
Yeah, we had the super moon, but it looked really big at one point, and then it got really small, so it looked really shit. So
Well, we didn't get any big super moons. We just got the fucking skinny moon. We got the skinniest moon you'll see.
P's and Q's. So what else do you do on YouTube?
Hey, he's talking to you, Brendan.
What you want?
What else do you do on YouTube?
I don't stream on YouTube. We're going bloody Twitch.
He's a Twitch person.
Oh yeah. Can't
That's
keep
where his
sticking-
age group seems to hang out.
Oh yeah.
No, we hang out on Twitch, YouTube.
Like, what are you doing there then?
I rarely stream anymore because my streaming software is fucked up. But I used to stream like maybe twice a week, and then my average viewers was like 23 plus.
What? You fix your software. That's easy. Just,
I got to factory reset it though.
okay, re-download it.
But then I got to change all my settings, and then I got to put all these picture boxes, and I got to reset up this chat stream, and like,
Do it.
also I'm gonna have to add in the chroma key.
Yeah. Well, you've got the green screen, so you can do it.
Yeah, but like.
Lazy?
Yes. I will agree with him. Her. Maybe her. Are you a him or a her?
Yeah, come on, get to work, mate. Let's go. Come on. Hey, you gotta go get to work now, you know? Come on,
Yeah.
come on, come
I
Rocky.
can't tell the top of the button or the bottom of the button. They're both the same.
Then it doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does. They're just
The top or
the
bottom
top
of
and
buns.
bottom All the grease.
Better sell me. You better send me all of your stream stuff then, since you're not using it.
I use those for school. I'm sorry, man.
But he's got a good microphone. I made sure he had a good mic and a windscreen and
I don't use my green
The
screen. That's the
spit.
only thing I don't use.
You don't use your what?
green screen.
That's the only thing I don't
okay.
use.
He's got a big gaming chair with a high back.
Yep.
Oh, it's awesome.
That was a birthday present.
Yo, let me advertise something real quick. It's called Absolutely Nothing. Oh,
Oh,
damn, these burgers are good though.
You do make a good burger. I've taught you well.
where's mine?
If you want one, you gotta fly all the way out here.
No, it's tomorrow. So
Oh.
you got time to make it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like an 8-hour flight. I'm sorry.
8-hour flight?
Mhm.
You're no way.
Keep going.
Can't fly fast enough unless you're in orbit.
Yeah. Couple of days.
6 hours to get from here to Hawaii. No, it's from the US to Hawaii.
Takes me, I think it's about a 3-hour flight just to get to Sydney from here.
Yeah.
Unless you got a, you know, your dad's got one of those teleporting machines somewhere. Tell him to get it out and blow the dust off so we can send that burger through.
Are you Doctor Who?
You what?
Are you
Doctor Who?
are you Doctor Who?
If I was, I wouldn't be here.
Artist?
If I wasn't here, I'd be at your house eating the burger.
Yes.
Remember, I seasoned this burger well.
I still can't taste it.
Yes.
Put some more seasoning on. I can't taste it.
Right back on that burger so it doesn't get all.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Wrap it up so it stays moist. Don't let it sit out.
Sorry, too late, but
Your dad will be home in a little while, and then you can throw it on and cook for him. Remember, he likes his juicy but well done.
Got 3 generations living there, right?
Riley.
Yes.
Riley.
In comes the garbage disposal.
I'm sorry, my dog will not respond to whistles.
No.
Come here, boy.
After burger,
Hey,
not
come
to
here,
me.
mate. Come here, boy.
He just
Yo, Riley, are you having a panic attack?
no. He
Sneeze.
gave him-
Or you can
he's eating too fast.
Yo, dog, if you choke, I'm gonna give you CPR from stabbing you in the gut 45 times. All right?
No. You fed
It's
him.
called it's
He's
called giving you
eating
stomach
too
pumps, all
fast.
right? I'll bring you back to life by getting your stomach pumped, all right? Brother, if you're gonna puke on the floor, don't puke on the carpet. Dumbass. Good boy. Good boy, you didn't puke on the carpet.
Oh, he'd lick it up anyway.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Oh, they do. He'll lick it right up again.
Yep.
I mean, it's fresh food. I mean, I can agree with him a bit, but
I heard a slight gag.
Were you like this when you were a kid, Jay? Or can you remember that far back?
You better ask my mum. No. Yeah, most probably, eh?
Youth is wasted on the young.
Youth is wasted on the young and the old. The resources are wasted on the old.
So you want to be Benjamin Button, do you?
Don't know an idiom I just made.
Yeah.
Youth is made used on the young, and too many resources are used on the old.
Yeah. You're the type of person that says, okay,
All right,
well,
Mike,
it's,
here's your life support. It's gone now. Have fun.
oh, what author? I forget the book. I had to read it in high school.
All right.
The word when you got to a certain age,
But in the end,
you had to commit suicide.
Are you talking about like The Giver, where you have to get at like the age of 12, you start getting your jobs and shit like that?
And that I think it was 30. Star Trek did a parody on it.
Oh, at the age of 30, you had to commit suicide.
No, I think it was 45.
I'm in the meeting. I'm not in the meeting. What is going on with this man? Why is he wooding the wood?
No, he's doing all the trim around it.
Wait, are we not muted?
yeah, what you on about then?
Sorry, it's not possible for you guys to see me. Hold
Why
on.
not?
Hold on, let me get my disguise kit real quick.
That was scary. I seen a hand. Whoa, that's enough. Oh,
Hold on, Matt. I gotta get my disguise kit on, so nobody can recognize me from anywhere. Let's just say that.
This is how he goes online.
Not true. All right, got my disguise kit on. What's up?
you're not doing over the local service station with that on, are you?
What's up? I got my disguise kit on. Goodbye.
Ninja.
I'm ready now. That's all you need to know. Just like my wife.
Okay. Yep. Thanks for your identity.
Somewhere's head of it, but
So where's my burger?
I'm sorry, mate, but if you want a burger, you gotta fly out of it.
And you forgot the chips to go with it.
Yeah. And the drink, the soft drink, the soda, and large fries.
I got my Mountain Dew. What?
Oh, no. Sorry, I don't like that.
Here, have your entire bag of Fritos. Entire 10-ounce bag. Eat it in one sitting, just like me.
No way.
Me, I'm a fat man at a
I know you.
pig
Well,
buffet.
typical teenagers. They can eat anything and not get fat.
I'm like the fucking pig buffet. I eat an entire 10-ounce bag of chips every single day. I'm the biggest. Biggest.
So I'm going to play ignorance here. How much is 10 ounces?
Like this bag of Doritos kind of size.
We measure our stuff by the
An
group.
entire bag of Doritos without me even looking at it once. Alright?
So you just open up the packet, tip the bag up, and it all falls into the mouth?
Yep. I'm the most monstrous man you'll ever see. If you look at my gut, you'll see heaven. If you look at the toilet, you'll see hell.
I thought we could see China from there.
Well, 10 ounces.
Is that about 160 grams or something?
A lot.
No, more than that.
I eat around 20,803 carbs per. Because I'm the fattest bitch you'll see in your life. Just kidding. I'm actually rather skinny for some reason.
Alexa, how many grams in an ounce?
1 ounce is about 28.3 grams.
1 ounce is 28.3 grams.
And in a bag of Doritos, there's like a lot of ounces.
0.9983.
Alexa, how many grams are there in a normal bag of Doritos?
Doesn't know.
According to an Alexa answer contributed, there are 6 chips in a 1 ounce bag.
Delana,
Brian,
Alexa,
in a standard bag here, it's
How many
a
ounce?
standard
How
bag
many
here.
Stop
in 10-ounce Dorito bag?
Yeah.
Yellow.
Who's fifty? You had about
Yep, just a
500
second. I'm
million
online.
calories
Let
left
me
to
Yep.
burn yesterday.
kill my.
There you go.
Okay, back again. Got him quieted down.
All right, see you later, Dr. Bob. I had to go to the little boy's room. This is pretty much done anyway. It's if anything, it was just a gluing expedition. This one, just I did a little bit of gluing yesterday, and I wasn't happy the way it dried, so ripped it all out. I don't know if you can see that there's. No, you can't see it, but I can see it, so it annoys me. The fact that it's dried white there. So, but all of this is all of these were made with Gorilla Glue anyway, so it should blend nicely. It should. Just a little bit more. Oh, I'm knocking on the head. I completely forgot it was still going. Sorry. Got preoccupied.